So today we go and talk about Listen, y'all. Okay. we from Canada and we speak like this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Crystal.
And welcome back to Falling into 40.
Yay.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Today we are going to talk about a little bit of nostalgia. And we're going to talk about DVDs.
And VHS.
Mm-hmm.
The history behind film at home.
I love that. Film at home.
Film at home.
So if you feel like this content is exciting to you, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. The bell is down there. Hit it. You know what it looks like. It looks like an old school church bell. You remember how on Instagram a couple weeks ago I went on a date and we posted, if you follow us on Instagram, we posted date night, blah, blah. So I went out with this guy. I was really excited to go out with this guy. Mm-hmm. And, oh God, it was terrible. Awful first date. Awful. Like I say first, like there's going to be more. There's not going to be more. But terrible first date. So I ended up getting home. He picked me up at like 8:30 and I was home and in my pajamas by 10:30. So that tells you something right there.
That's like involving food and paying bills and stuff. Yeah.
And driving 20 minutes each way. Yeah. So basically I was sitting at home and I was sitting on my couch and I thought, okay, I'm gonna watch a movie. And then you know how like you get weird urges to do things, so like you want to clean your whole house or
you start jogging.
Like start jogging.
I do at like 11:30 at night. I'm in my PJs. I'm like, I should be fitter. I'm gonna go for a jog.
Yes. Or I'll be sitting at work and I'm like working and I'm like, you know what I should do? I should organize my whole hall table, my empty every drawer and go through it. It's gonna be beautiful. Then I get home from work, I'm like, who was I kidding? So I used to be really anal about organizing my DVDs. And then when I moved into my apartment, I didn't really care and everything just went on the shelves. So I thought, now is the time, 6 years later. So I organized my DVDs and it took me until about 2-ish in the morning. So I used to organize my DVDs by actor and actress. So if you looked on my shelves, you would see all of Kate Hudson is together, all like 7 movies that I have, all Jennifer Aniston, all George Clooney, etc. But I decided that I should be a normal person and I alphabetized them.
She did.
Which was fun. This is my DVD collection. Just to give you an idea, here they all are. And just to show you something funny, here's the S's. And there's the rest of them. All right, guys, so here's the end. I found that I have 3 duplicates, and now here's everything back on the shelves. I did not put the TV DVD in alphabetical order. The reason I did this is because I have massive OCD, which, you know, I'm sure we'll talk about in another video, but I can't split them up. So like I need to fit all of the TV DVD on the shelves. So I can't have, for example, so you can see all 10 seasons of Friends there. So I can't have Friends start here and have 4 or 5 seasons of Friends there and then go to the next shelf and have the rest of Friends. I can't do that. It does not work for me. Yep, so I did that. It was super fun.
Till 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what you do when your day goes wrong.
It's true. And it was a weekend. I didn't have to work the next day.
So it got us thinking like, okay, so what's the next thing? So right now you've got 2.5 bookshelves full of DVDs.
Yeah.
We used to have the VHS. So just some fun facts behind VHS, VCR, DVD, Blu-ray, Betamax.
Yeah.
Wherever the world is taking us now, streaming, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the very first VCR and therefore VHS was made in 1976.
Mm-hmm. In Japan.
They made everything. They're like technological geniuses.
Yes. And it didn't come to the States until like 1977.
Yeah. And then there was the war between Betamax and VHS. And VHS won because it was cheaper and more accessible.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
But it's terrible. It's terrible. Like if you put a VHS in now of something with people's faces, let's say Twister. If you put in VHS of Twister and then you put in a DVD of Twister and you watch them side by side, you're like, how could I ever have thought that Bill Paxton was attractive? Because I can't see his face.
It's true.
It's just like grainy pixel crap.
Remember when you had to adjust the tracking?
Yeah, no, I don't. Do you remember that VHS
we
reminder
had
that was the
that looked
Batman?
like a car.
It looked like the Batman car.
Yeah, we had
Batmobile.
that.
I love that.
I know, it was like one of those things where I got real excited that we owned that.
I loved going to people's houses and rewinding their tapes because they had the Batmobile reminder.
We had that reminder, and I was still really bad for Be Kind Rewind.
Terrible human being.
I know, I'm lazy. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lazy.
Yep. And then eventually the DVDs came out.
They did, and you didn't have to rewind that shit.
You didn't have to rewind that at all.
No.
It was great.
Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
I should have owned stock in that place.
Yeah, she lived really close to Blockbuster and went all the time.
Yeah.
And I went for previously viewed movies. So my entire DVD collection outside of maybe Gilmore Girls and Harry Potter is from Blockbuster.
Most of mine is as well.
Or Rogers Videos.
Yeah. When Rogers Video went out of business, I spent a ton of money.
Yeah, you buy those previously viewed movies.
Yeah. But like Blockbuster had a chance too, because in 2000 Netflix went to Blockbuster and offered them a deal to buy them, and Blockbuster laughed at them.
They did. They're like, "We're doing great. You should go away." And then
we don't need your renting DVDs online and sending it by mail and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because for all you youngins, that's what Netflix used to do. You used
That's
to go
true.
online and pick what you wanted, and they would mail it to you, and then you had to mail it back.
Yeah. Or there was Redbox for a while too, which is another competitor.
Yeah.
But Blockbuster apparently made basically all of its money off of late fees and not actually the rental of the movie because buying all of that stock in movies cost them a lot of money. So in the end, they just couldn't recuperate. They tried to get rid of late fees. They tried to do their own subscription service version of being Blockbuster, but they just called it quits. They're like, we're losing money.
Yeah.
We're done. Bankruptcy.
And by like 2014, almost every store was closed.
Yeah.
There were a few left in like Anchorage, Alaska that lasted until like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
And then there's one lone Blockbuster that still exists, and it is in Oregon.
Yes, Bent.
And like,
I think that was the name of the town.
Yeah, Bent or Bend.
So maybe one day we take a road trip.
And go stock up on previously viewed movies.
I wonder if they sell those.
I bet you they do. I bet you
Do
they're
they
still like
just rent?
$8.99.
Yeah, probably.
But like exchange and stuff.
Yeah. And so now it's DVD, it's Blu-ray, it's streaming, digital download. That's the big one. I've never digitally downloaded. They always say like if you buy a ticket at the movie theater and then digitally download, you can do it.
I'm just cheap though because it always costs money.
I've downloaded a couple movies, but they're sort of streamed, like they're through YouTube.
Oh,
so you still have to have the internet to access the thing that you've purchased. But that's because we want to watch really awesome movies from our childhood with my kids, and they don't exist. And I'm not waiting to buy it on Amazon and have it come to my house, so I'll download it on YouTube. Yeah, or stream it off of YouTube. Yeah.
So Kelly, how do you have your DVDs organized?
I have a mini Blockbuster. Yes.
It's fun.
Crystal and I have very different organizing styles when it comes to DVDs. So I've got really crappy labels on everything, but this is my comedy box. So that's a bunch of comedies. What's in here? Oh, that's like my fitness pile. Oh, okay. In here, we've got like romantic comedies. Really? Yeah, that box is pretty full. I love a good rom-com. In here, we've got series, trilogies like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, that guy, Indiana Jones. In here, okay, action, fight, sci-fi. This is sort of like the manly box, if you will. And then I've got, I don't even know what I've got up here.
So I have boxes full of all my DVDs. I didn't like seeing them out on the shelf, so I wanted to hide them away in boxes. But in reality, I intend to upload all of mine to hard drives, mostly for aesthetic purposes.
Well,
I don't like looking
yeah.
at them. I don't like clutter, but also
yeah.
like
I
they won't get
I
scratched.
like mine though. Like it's impressive.
Yes,
it's
it is.
grand.
It speaks to who she is and what she loves, which is movies, as do her walls, many movie posters.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but for me, yeah, I like the clean aesthetic of them not being there,
Yes.
and also they're not going to get scratched.
It's true.
It's
true.
I'm going to have them forever. It doesn't matter if they were to get broken. I have the digital version forever,
It's
and I'll
true.
have backup. Like
I spent a lot of time though after VHS kind of died, being like, that was a lot of my money, and now I have to like rebuy all of these like really good movies. I have to rebuy all of them on DVD.
Oh.
So then when Blu-ray came out, I was so mad, and I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not converting to Blu-ray. I don't care. I'm never getting a Blu-ray player. I'm never buying a Blu-ray DVD, and I didn't.
It doesn't
And I was
matter.
like, I'm not buying the next thing again because
Yeah.
I already just spent all this money on DVDs. And it's a lot. Like if you actually looked at, you know, the average price of a DVD and then probably the average price of a TV season on DVD, there's a lot of money on my shelves. And so I'm just like, they're gonna stick around for a while.
No.
And like my grandkids can deal with it or something one day. They'll be like, God, grandma was a hoarder.
All these DVDs.
Right?
What do they call these?
Right? They're like
Ninja
DVDs.
stars. DVCs? Ninja stars. It's future disco balls. Shatter, shatter,
Right?
shatter.
Exactly. It can be a problem for, future Crystal or future Crystal's children or grandchildren.
Yes. So yeah, one bad date led to organization and
Yes.
a little trip down memory lane.
Mhm.
Batmobile VHS tapes.
Yeah. Blockbuster. The
Blockbuster.
smell of it. Yeah.
Jumbo Video.
Oh my
Popcorn.
God.
Mm.
Oh, I don't eat popcorn. But Jumbo Video used to have that big like gumball machine.
Yes.
So if you got the special gumball, you got a free rental.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I miss video stores.
So we had one across the street from our house, not a Blockbuster, just like a generic video rental store. And I rented Cinderella or Three Men and a Little Lady pretty much every weekend as a kid.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I have it on
So,
DVD.
Do you have any videos that you remember like vividly going to Blockbuster or Rogers or Jumbo Video
And
and
just
renting?
renting all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me it was Cinderella and Three Men and a Little Lady.
3 Men and a Little Lady.
Yeah.
Nice. I rented The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan
Nice.
all the time. And then my grandma finally bought it for me for Christmas because she was like, this is sad. You just need your own copy. Yeah, let us know. Let us know if your parents let you watch horror movies. Were you allowed to rent horror films? Or do they have to be like family friendly?
Yeah, no, we had a standing note.
My dad used to work at a video store, so it was fine.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yes, for checking in again. We have I have some kind of big news next week. So we have a fun video for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a good one.
Yes.
Alrighty.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. This video has been brought to you by the kind people of Spencer's Gifts, who make funny cups. Some are not so PG.